Is this the worst JJS update of all time? Shmeep, I don't really know. Let's actually just talk about this. Update happened, and I'm gonna just start giving my thoughts, my overall thoughts and overall opinions on the update, right when the update is released. And then I'll slowly roll out me actually testing out the individual changes and such. I literally just want something to upload because everyone uploads somehow instantly right away. I can never do that. Yeah, let's just talk about the update so far. It's mostly centered around like quality of life stuff in the game modes and a bunch of other just balance patches trying to fix the meta of this game. And honestly, I could understand if you don't like this at all in a major way. I can understand if you think characters have been ruined, and I can understand if you think the balance change dudes who are responsible for all of these changes should be f***ing killed. But for me personally, I think it's so interesting, okay? I like it whenever characters get completely ruined in a major way. I like it when kits change in a major way, and I like it when interactions change because it just makes it more interesting, this game. And it makes for easy videos and such. Yeah, this is just my honest opinion. Like, because I'm having an identity crisis right now, because I don't have a main, I don't really have a single side that I'm on, right? I don't have a side in which I fight for, okay? So whenever characters get nuked, like Charles, oh my god, Charles got nuked. So whenever characters that are OP get nuked, I just always find it so interesting. And looking at these update changes, let's just address all of the terrible changes from a first impression based off of what I saw. And my first impression of these update changes is that these mangaka changes are completely and utterly terrible and just, oh my god. Like, I don't even have words. I can't even describe how silly this change is. He's already like the worst character in the game by far, and then they just made him even worse. And another terrible change I think is Hakari change right here, which kind of just misses the point of the entire character in my personal opinion. Now I think we should start by talking about Mangaka. Yeah, he was of course the worst character in this game, right? He had no real combo potential. His whole gimmick was just that he had one true extender, which led into a true 50% damage combo, which is really good. But other than that, he has really nothing, which made him very bottom tier. And along with that, he also really just had very little mix-up, little neutral game. So he was like an M1 merchant and I guess counter merchant who had his extender combo, which is true. And then he had like nothing else. It made him very bad in a major way. And then they just removed it, so it's not true anymore. It's only true if you land the counter. And if you land the counter for the combo, it's like the combo is so, it does so little damage. It's just, he was already so and then they just made it even worse. But I don't know how they came to this conclusion. I don't understand. Like this is now it's only true if you land it as a counter. This is all you can do after that. This is the only true piece of combo he has. And that is like, that's like Yuki's R special does more damage than this, I'm pretty sure. I'm talking about Garda rebound variant. It's just so bad. And other than that, he just has a bunch of shitty moves, which do no damage to. So now he just, okay. Now Charles is just dead. Don't play Charles. Not even as a joke. Don't even play him as a joke. Like, I have this theory about Charles with every single update. And yeah, this just made it true. This has made it true. Like, every Charles update either makes him insufferable to play as or against. The update either makes him completely overpowered with the greatest tool set known to mankind ever seen in this video game, or it's literally the most monumentally destructive changes that make him borderline unplayable. And then twice in a row, yeah, we got two balance patches that just make Charles miserable to play. So I think if the theory is correct, then yeah, we're gonna get a balance patch that's gonna make Charles overpowered again. Was he ever even overpowered? Yeah, he was with that force cancel. But next update, okay, I guarantee there's gonna be some shit that makes him overpowered. Terrible changes in a major way. Something else that's terrible is probably Hakari. He's got to be like the most balanced character in this game, or he was. He had no stupid shit, and his combos didn't really one-shot. They did good damage, and his neutral was kind of decent. There's nothing really wrong with Hakari. And then they just removed his whole entire gimmick with this update, which is absolutely insane. Hakari's R special is a counter, right? It's a pretty long counter, which is very good against like melee characters, right? And his gimmick, I feel like before the update, was that he can use his counter to lead into a really good combo. That was his gimmick. Here, I'll show it right here if I can land it. I was like, oh wait, no, you probably can't. You can't do it because the update's been destroyed, or the update has removed it. But basically, yeah, he could combo off of a counter, and then they just removed that. So he just has no identity now. What is Hakari even? What is his purpose? What is the point of this counter? They literally Majin kick, or wait, okay. They took it away from Hakari. His ability to combo off of a counter. Like, his whole identity was centered around that counter, and then they removed it. But it's still crazy because like now Yuji is more focused around that idea of being able to combo off of a counter. Why would a Hakari player ever like play Hakari? when Yuji can just do everything he does, but better. And he even has access to his old toolkit and such. Does this make sense, what I'm saying? Pre-patch, Hakari off of his counter can he could use all of his skills to combo, and he did like 60 damage. It was very good. And then they took that away from Hakari. But look at what Yuji can still do. Look at what Yuji can still do. I messed it up. Look at what Yuji can still do. You can do that. Wait, fuck. I keep messing up. Am I stupid or what? Yeah, Yuji, okay, if you do it right, Yuji can just do the same thing as Hakari. And that's not even Yuji's gimmick. Yuji's gimmick is that he's a rushdown. And then they just took away Hakari's only thing that like shaped his identity. The thing that, in my opinion, made Hakari Hakari. They just took it away from him. So now Yuji is just better at what Hakari does, even though Yuji's not even meant to be focused around that idea of being able to just combo off of a counter. I keep messing it up. Why do they slide so much? I feel like they're not meant to slide, right? My combo's green. My combo's green. Basically, RIP Hakari, he's been killed in a major way. And as for the other characters changes, I don't know, we'll just have to see how it plays out. Other than making Yuta overpowered by giving him 8 freaking moves in base, I think they're just trying to lower the skill ceiling on every single character and trying to lower the ceiling, because like the top 5, like Megumi, Yuki, Choso and such, everyone at the top, and also Mahito, they kind of just got nerfed in a major way. They removed all of their crazy combo paths that they could do in the past, like down slamming on, mostly just down slam combos. Like you can't chain down slams on Choso anymore. You can't do dog slam on freaking 10 shadows for that 90% combo anymore. I think, oh yeah, they also nerfed Puppet Master's ability to combo that crazy, because like, yeah, they moved the extender on the 4 ability. They're decreasing combo paths on there as well. And also they nerfed Perfection a bit. I think he can't down slam after his 4. And also Stockpile got a nerf for its neutral game. They're just lowering the ceiling. And also, yeah, Yuki just literally got a cooldown nuke on every single one of her abilities, which, yeah, makes her weaker and such. They're lowering the ceiling, try and make the game more balanced, which, you know what, I'm fine with. Because me personally, I say this a lot, but I don't like learning crazy combos, because I don't like sitting in a private server and fighting a dummy over and over again in order to learn some crazy combo and such. I just think that's so boring. I like learning neutral and such. I like actually learning by playing the game. That's more fun in my opinion. So the fact that they're nuking all of these high skill ceiling freaking combos, I think the fact that they're doing that is very cool. Sugoi. I actually like it. How they're doing it is, it may be questionable though. I don't have much experience on most of these characters except for like a Megumi though. It's just interesting. We'll have to see opinions on this from actual good players, but the idea behind the changes are good. Some things I don't like though is the fact that they're just nerfing completely fine characters. Also, Mangaka nerf is absolutely insane and crazy. But yeah, even with Locust, you can see it here. Clever remembers your last M1 for longer. That change was just meant to remove that Locust guy extender. They're just lowering the ceiling. They're just decreasing the amount of crazy combos you can do and such, which is, you know what, fair. It just depends on how they're actually doing it. I hate the snow. Is that the reason why I can't do the freaking combos? Because it's icy everywhere? This icy snow is also so annoying. I don't like how it's in my private server. We'll just have to see though. So I know Destructive Daniel, he's already going out on a soy rampage on reddit.com about how the changes are completely awful. And you know what? I completely understand that, especially since him and his gang, all they do is like learn these crazy combos and such. And they're just kind of just all getting destroyed right in front of their eyeballs. I can understand that. But also, I hate doing combos. Also, why does he slide so far? Okay, there, I'm finally doing it. This is what I was talking about. Yeah, like that. That's like what Hakari does. Hakari was meant to be that kind of guy who can combo off of his R special. And then now Yuji's the only guy who can do that. I say Yuji can do everything because now Yuji can do everything and even more than the other characters. Because I pretty much said, oh yeah. I also forgot to mention the greatest change of all time. It wasn't explicitly stated in the patch changes. Along with the new ranked changes, which he changed the name to duel. If you go into ranked, you'll see that there is no longer any Piano Jazz A in the background. Now it's just completely removed forever and ever. We're never gonna listen to Piano Jazz A ever again in JJS. It's bittersweet, it's really saddening, but also I really hate that song and I wanted to kill myself every single moment and instance I spent listening to that music. It was absolutely terrible, and I'm glad TZE is doing these changes because now I don't have to listen to Piano Jazz A all the time and such. I'm actually so happy. I'm so glad. If I didn't make that video, would this change have been a thing? Did he see that? TZE, smash like if you changed it because I said that. This is just a light overview, my first thoughts on each change and such. But let's actually take a look at something Hakari can still do, because Hakari can still combo with the wall. Okay. Why doesn't he go up? Okay, wait, hold up. Stop. Don't you dare ragdoll me. I'm not gonna get ragdolled by them. Okay. Hey, now Hakari can still combo off of this counter, but you need a wall to do it. And I think that's so sad. It's just so weird how Hakari's whole thing has now just been taken by Yuji. They're both extender characters with a counter. It's just so insane. Hakari is so bad now. But yeah, anyway, those are just thoughts. Those are just my thoughts so far. I'm gonna go now. So, is this the worst JJS update ever? I don't really know. I haven't played every update. I cannot make a conclusive claim.